Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss classification of speech sounds. Actually this is a part of phonetics. Okay. The word phonetics is derived from a Latin word phoneticus in 1826. What does it mean? It means vocal sounds. What is its definition? Phonetics is defined as the branch of linguistics dealing with the study of speech, production, combination and representation by written symbols. So that is the phonetics. Okay. Phonetics was developed as a science in 1841. Okay. Phonetics can be classified into articulatory phonetics, acoustic phonetics and auditory phonetics. And the main areas of the brain that control speech are Broca's area and the Wernicke's area. So this one is the Broca's area and this is the Wernicke's area. So these two areas of the brain which controls speech. Okay. This is arcuate fasciculus and this is angular gyrus. Okay. Next one is which are the cranial nerves involved in the speech production. Okay, there is fifth cranial nerve, that is trigeminal nerve. Then seventh cranial nerve, that is facial nerve. Then 10th cranial nerve, that is vagus nerve. 12th cranial nerve, that is hypoglossal nerve. In addition, there is the nerve supply of the larynx also, that is internal laryngeal and recurrent laryngeal nerve. And also there is the arterial supply to the vocal cords. Next, moving to the classification of sounds. So coming to the classification of speech sounds, first one is based on whether the involvement of vibration of mucosa of vocal cord. It is classified into two, that is voiced and non-voiced. In voiced sounds, there is involvement of vibration of mucosa of vocal cord, and in non-voiced sounds, there is no involvement of vibration of mucosa of vocal cords. Okay. So second one is based on laryngeal action, or otherwise it is based on resonance or sonority. It is classified into surds, sonants and consonants. What is surds? Surds are nothing but voiceless sounds. Okay. There is no vibration of vocal cords. And in the letter H, it is an example for surds. Okay. What is sonants? They are voiced sounds. For example, vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U, and also vowel-like sounds are sonants. And third one is the consonants. Consonants are articulated sounds. It is produced by obstruction of air from the mouth. Okay. So as we already said, the vowels and vowel-like sounds are sonants. Okay. And which are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. Okay. Let's see how these letters produced. This is a picture showing how these letters produced. So when we pronounce the letter A, then here it is the letter A. Okay. So here the tongue is elevated and the tip slightly backward. That is when pronounced the letter A. This is the letter E. Here the tongue is more elevated. Okay. Then I, that is the tongue is pulled apart. That is tip of the tongue is pulled apart. Then the letter I. Okay. Then this one is O. Only letter when the tongue is pulled back as well as depressed. When the tongue is here, the position of the tongue is pulled back and also the depressed. Okay. The letter O. The next is U. slightly elevated as well as flattened tongue. So these are the vowels A, E, I, O, U. Okay. So that is about the production of vowel sounds or sonorants. And the English consonant sounds are classified by three parameters. Which are they? Manner of articulation, place of articulation, and voiced or non-voiced sounds. Voiced or non-voiced sounds we have already discussed. Voiced is there is a involvement of vibration of vocal cords. Non-voiced are produced by non-vibration of vocal cords. Okay. And now let's discuss what is this classification based on manner of articulation. Okay. So first one is based on manner of articulation. First class is plosives. How the sound is produced? Plosives are nothing but the sounds which produced when the airflow is blocked and suddenly released with explosion. Okay. So in the letters, bilabial sounds like P, B, okay. Then alveolar sounds like T, then velar sounds like K, then voiced counterparts like V, D, G. These are the examples of plosives. Which are the sounds? P, B, T, K, V, D, G, etc. Okay, these are the sounds produced when the airflow is blocked and suddenly released with the explosion. Okay. Then second one is fricatives. How this fricatives produced? Friction. Friction is caused when the airflow is forced through a constriction in the vocal cords. So that is why it's known as fricatives. Labiodental, interdentally voiced and unvoiced. That's it. Okay. Then alveolar fricatives like yes, Z. Then palatal fricatives sh. Okay, sh. Okay. So these are produced by friction and it is known as fricatives. Okay. So F, T, H, S, Z, SH, etc. Then affricatives. Affricatives are combination of plosive and fricative sounds. T, S as in cheese. Okay. T, S. Okay. These are the various sounds classification based on the manner of articulation. Okay. So the next class is nasals, retroflexes, laterals and approximants. These are also based on the manner of articulation. And how the sound is produced? Nasals, the air goes through the nose. Okay. So through the nose, the air goes. And for the example, M, N, these are the nasals. And what are retroflexes? The tip of the tongue is bent backwards. For example, R. If you pronounce the letter R, then the tip of the tongue is bent backwards. Okay. Then the laterals, that is the body of the tongue is raised and the air flows to the right or left of the tongue. For example, L. Laterals, that is the body of the tongue is raised and the air will flow to the right or left of the tongue. That is L. Okay, when you pronounce L, then that is known as laterals. Okay. Then approximants. What is approximants? They are consonant sounds which is similar to the vowels. Example W, J. Okay. So that is based on the manner of articulation. So that is about the classification based on manner of articulation. Which are they? Plosives, fricatives, affricatives, nasals, retroflexes, laterals and approximants. Okay. Moving to the second one that is based on the place of articulation. Okay, so based on the place of articulation, the speech sounds can be classified into 11. Which are they? In this diagram, it clearly shows the classification. Okay, so which are they? It is bilabial, labiodental, linguodental, then linguoalveolar, postalveolar, then retroflex, linguopalatal, linguovelar, uvular, pharyngeal, and finally laryngeal. So these are the various speech sounds based on the place of articulation. Okay. So what is bilabial? Here there is a contact between upper and lower lips. Here it is the labiodental, that is lips and teeth. Then tongue and teeth, that is linguodental. Then fourth one is linguoalveolar, that is tongue and alveolus. Okay. Here fifth one is postalveolar. Then retroflex, this one. Sixth one is retroflex. Then seventh one is linguopalatal. Okay, palate and the tongue contact. Then linguovelar. Then uvular. Okay. Then the pharyngeal sounds. And finally laryngeal sounds. So these are the various sounds based on place of articulation. So let's come into the sounds. Okay. Based on the place of articulation. First one is the bilabial contact. Here the contact between the lips, as we already seen in the diagram. Okay. The sounds are P, B, M. Then labiodental, that is lips and teeth contact between the upper incisor and the lower lip. The sounds F and V. Linguodental, that is tip of the tongue between upper and lower teeth. Okay, that is in the words like this, that, this. Okay, here that is linguodental sounds. Then linguoalveolar, that is TDN. Okay, the tip of the tongue contacting anterior part of the palate. Then linguopalatal contact, that is the tongue and the alveolus form the controlling valve. Sh, ZH. Okay, these are the various sounds. Linguopalatal. Then linguovelar, that is tongue slightly raised towards the soft palate. K, G. When pronounced these words, then you can clearly see the difference between these ones. That is the bilabial, this PBM, contact between the lips, labiodental, between the upper incisor and lower lip. That is when we pronounce F, V, then it is labiodental. Then linguodental, that is the tip of tongue between the upper and lower teeth. Okay, linguodental. Then linguoalveolar, that is the tip of the tongue contacting the anterior part of the palate. T, D, N. Okay. Then linguopalatal, that is tongue and the alveolus form the controlling valve. That is sh, z. Okay. Then linguovelar contact, that is tongue slightly raised towards the soft palate. That is K, G. Okay. So that's all about the classification of speech sounds. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos.